In Sri Lanka, protests erupt as government decides to send 1 lakh endangered monkeys to China. No financial details about the sales were made public by either country's government. Sri Lanka appointed a committee to start the process. Protests have erupted in cash-strapped Sri Lanka after the country's agriculture minister, Mahinda Amrawira, announced that he will be sending 100,000 endangered toque macaque monkeys to China in what is being suspected as debt repayment. Animal rights activists demonstrating against the move are arguing that the toque macaque species are critically endangered in Sri Lanka and that they feature in the International Union for Conservation of Nature's Red List of Endangered Animals. The species aren't even protected in Colombo, the conservationists and animal rights activists warned, according to several reports. Activists express concerns that Chinese zoos do not have ample space to accommodate 100,000 toque macaques, and therefore, these endangered animals might be used for testing in labs. China is believed to have an estimated 18 zoos, and each is capable of accommodating 5,000 toque macaque monkeys only. While Sri Lanka has banned the sale or export of exotic live animals, the decision to send the endangered monkeys to Beijing, which comes amid the country's worst economic crisis, is causing widespread backlash from animal activists. Monkeys are also sacred in the mythology of Sri Lankan Hindus, but the farmers see the roughly 3 million toque macaques population as a menace to the country. No financial details about the sales were made public by either country's government. Mahinda Amrawira reportedly appointed a committee to start the process of export and study the request in detail. Toque monkeys are the foremost among the animals that cause crop damage in this country. All the efforts made by the government so far to reduce its population have failed, Amrawira said, according to a statement carried by the news agency ANI. 5,000 macaques per zoo not credible, rights groups. Environmental Foundation, a Sri Lankan animal rights group, in a statement, called for the Sri Lankan government to scrap the idea, arguing that it has been nearly 40 years and there has been no proper study conducted into the endangered toque macaque monkeys. Foundation's chief Jagat Gunawardana questioned in a statement to the agencies whether the monkeys will be used for meat, medical research or any other purpose. At least 4 conservation groups, Wildlife and Nature Protection Society, Center for Environmental Justice, Federation of Environmental Organizations, and Rally for Animal Rights and Environment Sri Lanka argue that China does not meet the global criteria for the zoos to accommodate 100,000 endangered toque macaque monkeys. International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, is yet to issue a response to the situation. While Sri Lanka is considered as a natural habitat for the toque macaque monkeys, they are often accused by the farmers of destroying the crop yields and raiding the villages. Sri Lankan government removed at least 3 species from the protected list, including the peacocks and wild boars along with the monkey,